Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Falcons come out there led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 6. You're going to go play action with Penix. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Atlanta.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Pitts is the man in motion. Play action. It's Penix. He fires downfield for Pitts. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now the try here for the point after.
For the extra point.
He gets it to go, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall or, in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes.
That pickup, good for 29 yards. Purdy on first down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one in. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Ray McCloud on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll begin with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here is Penix. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Third and long. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 3rd and long ahead. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. 49ers offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Big time play by McCaffrey. 31 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's 3rd and 2. They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. He's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
Man, even the big guy couldn't barrel ahead for just a couple yards and pick up that first. That's really impressive by that defensive front to not only hold up, but to force 4th down.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So Piñeiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. Yeah! Wow! Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. lefty Penix on first down. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Hey, Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down, they need 3. Throwing is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he gets to the outside and he takes it in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are on top. It's 14-10.
14. 49ers 10.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Niners offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. Timeout 49ers. That is their second, as the clock will stop at 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. The Niners will use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
The 34-yard line.
Back to the air again is Purdy. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. Spotted at the 35. That's a 45-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Niners offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Purdy.
impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll let one go. Downfield for Jennings. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
This brought in out past the 20. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this 2nd half. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They run over center with Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, Penix. Open man down the field, Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st down.
First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a 1st down. On play action, Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike, and I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The 49ers offense getting set to get back to work.
28-yard line.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 8. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
15 yards. And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's 1st and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. On play action, here's Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Here's a 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Oh, the ball's out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with great field position, a short field, in fact, as they start with a 1st down. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. We'll go play action now with Penix. That's to Mooney, complete right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon first down. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he skips away nicely from that first defender. It's a pickup of 5.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Niners' 17-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll step up and run. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Mooney in motion. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have. You are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to 2. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and they can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. He'll try to run for it.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. From the 2, they're going to go for it here. It is 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now the try for an extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
13.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplay is, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. It's a big-time play to secure that one.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Throwing again is Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 3 yards to
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a 3rd down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on 3rd down? 3rd downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better.